Little homie,
How you doing? My name is Craig Kinsey. I'm a TA president, a resident association president of Blind Houses in Flushing, Queens. I'm also the second vice chair of the District Council of Presidents in Queens, which covers all the way from Far Rockaway to Flushing, approximately 17 housing developments in between. Basically, what I do is I help the community. I help the development, which I really don't like to use development. I just like to use communities. In reference to education, employment, even religion. This is something that I'm born to do. This is something that I want to do. It's sort of like a calling. It's not sort of, it is a calling. I wake up every day wanting to help someone, and I do. I do have a pretty good record as far as placing individuals that didn't have any type of direction and into solid positions, such as EMT, such as electrician, as well as home attendants. The array of jobs is endless. Right now I'm working on several projects. A project that I am a partner of, in which is actually Workforce One in Jamaica, Queens, excuse me. I'm a partner and I go to monthly meetings at Workforce One on 168th Street in Jamaica Avenue on the second floor. Usually I'll send individuals that are qualified for certain positions and just to register, such as like an agency. These agencies actually work for you. What people don't realize is you try to join up as many agencies as possible because they get commission on those jobs. For example, you get hired for $15 an hour. They will charge that individual job maybe $18 an hour, so they get a $3 profit. So basically, what you're doing is they're working basically they're working for you. That's what's happening. They are literally working for you. So in essence, try to get it into as many agencies as possible. The reason why I pick Workforce One is many factors. They get into training, resume writing. They have a wide array of different positions on a daily basis that they send me every day, week, bi-weekly, and monthly. Those jobs are very hot. Hot as I mean they have a very high turnover rate. For instance, I'll get a position for, let's say, stock position, or I can get high-end positions that's managerial accountants and so on, up to $70,000 to $100,000 a year, and all the way down to maybe $15, $10 an hour, even minimum wage. So the gambit of positions is enormous. For an individual not to have an opportunity this year to get a job or education, it shouldn't happen. You should definitely have that opportunity because there are a lot of free opportunities, such as I have a diesel program. A diesel program that's getting ready, a scholarship program for diesel mechanics. And this program here is for an individual that has experience in automotive. They are actually giving a free class at Workforce One. I believe it's 900 hours. They'll give you your own Metro card to travel back and forth. And you would acquire a license in diesel mechanic, and it's an incredible opportunity. That's just one opportunity in which that they offer. I'm also involved with something that's called Healing Communities. Healing Communities is about the incarceration of individuals that need spiritual guidance. Spiritual guidance, such as when you as you're incarcerated. You may not have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, no one to talk to. We as an organization come in, they'll literally come in, send you birthday cards, to show that people care for you outside. Give you spiritual guidance in which that we would appoint you possibly a minister or someone that has very much knowledge of the Bible and come and teach you about Christianity and so on. It also involves, when you get out, having work tools, having educational means to go to when you come out, because usually what happens when you're incarcerated, you come out, you really have nowhere to go, because there's a stigma when you have a crime. You may serve the time for the crime, but when you come out to society, they still hold you accountable basically for the crime that you have committed. If you paid the time, if you paid your dues, incarcerated, you should feel that you will come out with a new life. Some education that we'll put on you, in which that you follow through. We'll have a job for you and things of that nature. So for the individuals that are incarcerated, you have people out there working for you. When you come out, we'll open our arms to you and point you in the right direction for the places that you really need to be, other than the streets. I also belong to the NAACP. That's sort of self-explanatory. That also would help the youngsters get involved with specific projects and get involved with their culture. Very few young kids out here are now into their culture, and that's a good avenue in which that we can help you with as well. One of many organizations I belong to, it's approximately 10. It's an African American Leadership Council, in which that's a new organization in which that we have in Flushing, dealing with ministry, dealing with leaders of communities. The president of the NAACP is involved. We have individuals in the communities that are very, very active. So what we do there, we're a hub of information in which that we share amongst each other, so we keep each other up with current events. And it's very important, as they say, information is the key. And to keep that positive circle around you is very good, because the only thing that you can do is get positive from it. I used to use this situation such as the down south code. I use it for the kids, and this is what I say to the young people out there that is into negativity and into positivity, for instance. I would say to them, if you go down south, and if you joke about how they talk, for instance, being an Easterner as myself, and you mimic the way that they talk and what have you, and you're down there for a month, when you come back to New York, or when you come back to your eastern state, you're going to end up talking like that without even knowing it. Subconsciously, you're listening to this talk so much that you'll come back with that same type of lingo. Now, I say that to say this. With negative, if you circle yourself with negativity, eventually it will sink into you and you won't even know it. And you'll come back, or you will project that type of attitude. The same thing with positivity. You keep positive people around you, and it's very, very important. In a month's time, you'll pick up some of those traits, and you'll bring it back home, and people would wonder, you've changed. And you would have changed for the better. So that's something that I've learned in my time of education and experiences with different positive organizations. I'm also involved with the Neighborhood Advisory Board. The Neighborhood Advisory Board is an organization, a city organization actually, that we actually at one given year sent approximately 50 individuals that was in 11th grade and 12th grade to colleges outside of New York City, Morgan State, Grambling College. Send them out there for a weekend so they can experience these things that they usually will not experience. And it's very important for people to get outside of their neighborhoods, to get outside of New York, to see other places of creativity, as in, again, you go to different colleges, you may eventually want to go to that college. But if you've never experienced it, your eyes may have never been open to it.